Hey society, welcome. It is Wednesday, May 27th, and today we've got a special guest on the show, Mr. Sam Palmer of Staffing Properties. I'm so glad you guys are back and joining us. We've had such a crazy week. People are definitely tuning into the show and watching it, and you were some of the first early adopters, so I want to thank you so much. One of our early adopters, Sam Palmer, actually is going to be on the show. He watches every day. And when I figured out what Sam does, I was like, we've got to have you on the show, Sam. You are perfect to tell your story. And he's on and available right now. So without further ado, let's loop in Mr. Palmer and go live. Sam, are you there? Samuel? Sam Palmer? Hi, Sam.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. Let me turn up my volume. There we go. How are you?
I'm not too bad. How's everything? Signal, everything good?
You look great, and there's a big elephant behind you, so it's perfect.
Yeah, lovely
Very
David
chic.
Yarrow.
Very, very chic. You sound a little far away, so you might want to scoot a little closer to the microphone.
Is that better?
That's better. So,
Okay.
Sam, I'm so excited to talk to you because you are an early watcher of the show, and when I learned what you did, I was like, oh my God. You tell us about Staffing Properties and what service your company provides, because I'm dying.
Well, it's a strange business because it was born out of the largest home in California, the Manor, where we live.
Yes,
Um,
let me cue it up. First, tell us about your fiance and wife, Miss Petra Ecclestein. How did you meet?
so I met Petra in the Manor, actually. My best friend is uh, married to her sister. He was my best friend before, and I met her on a vacation there, and actually met in the home, which was quite strange, I suppose. And then we ended up living there.
Wait a minute. So you go to visit your brother-in-law, who is staying at the Manor, one of the largest and most expensive homes in America, if not the world. You walk in, and who are you at this time? What, are you just an average bloke? Are you what?
I'm an average guy. A working guy. I was living in Australia at the time, working in recruitment, and then walk into this amazing house, which
Oh
was obviously
my!
fantastic. It's it's quite. When you think of it, I kind of think I took it in my stride at the time, but now when you look back, you kind of say, wow, like it's so strange, and that's why people love to hear about it.
Isn't that so strange how life can turn so quickly? You drive up in what car? What car are you driving as you pull up to this
I think I
100?
actually came in a taxi cab.
I love it. You pull up in a taxi cab, you go through the security gates, and you see the Manor, which, by the way, you guys, let me just cue this up. You pull up to this house, and you're like, I'm going to go hang out. And then you walk in and you see Petra, and you said it was love at first sight.
Well, yeah, it was. We spent 4 weeks together, and then by the end of the trip, I'd sort of met my soulmate, and we decided that we were we were going to live together and be together, and that was really it. And we've been together every day ever since.
Oh my God. This is the modern day fairy tale. Screenwriters take note. You go in and you spend 4 weeks probably just going around the property. You're lost for 4 weeks with Petra in this
Yeah, I
huge
wasn't
manor.
staying there actually. I was staying actually at the Mondrian. So I was going backwards and forwards every day. So there was nothing happening there, and it was only sort of by the end of the trip that we sort of liked each other, and then it was a decision to make of do we make this a go? And I was very lucky that my work in Australia said we'll give you a year. Uh,
Wow. But
I
then,
can't the leave now, but we'll give you a year's leave. You can come back to your job. But I'd already decided, and I went back there literally on the same day I went back. I said, I'm leaving, and I'm going to live. I found a woman, and that was it.
and what did your parents say? Did they even know who she was? Like this is just to put this in perspective. It's like falling in love with Julia Roberts or Eli Broad. Like it just it's insane. It's not something that happens. And you guys met and you just hit it off. What did she like about you? Was it your humor? Was it your go getter? Like
Yeah, I think look, she's very quiet. I'm quite loud, and Petra's very quiet. Um, so it was we we just hit it off straight away, and we had this connection that was what was fantastic. And and thank God we're still together, and it gets better every day.
And you had a baby. You have you
Yeah,
have 3 kids from her previous marriage, and now you have a baby boy, baby girl.
baby girl that was born in coronavirus times.
Oh my God.
So that was a worry, but we've been all quarantined together now for 12 weeks in London because we can't get back to LA yet.
Oh no.
So it's been, to be honest with you, it's been the best time ever because we've been able to spend time together with the children and have the best time, to be honest. We've made the best of a bad situation.
What an amazing couple to be able to be that young in your relationship, have a baby, be quarantined, and not only quarantined with a pregnant woman and delivery, but then 3 other kids. How do you do it? Do you just watch Frozen 2 on repeat? Like,
we actually watched The Addams Family today, so we're going through all the old films that I don't mind, and we watch them. So, but it's been great. We do the homeschooling. We live a very normal life. Most people would think that we're living
wait a minute.
very
How do you live a normal life when you met here? Now,
yeah, it's hard to imagine because most people look at that house and think, how can anything be normal? But we actually live a very normal life. And most people, I've got a lot of friends who live in smaller houses that do much more than us. We're very family orientated. We're very private. We're not out at the parties and things like that. We do the drop off. We do the pickup. Everything that most normal mums and dads do.
Oh no, your phone's falling. Your phone's falling. Your phone's falling.
Is that better?
No, it's going like this. There we go. So what I love about this story is, yes, she's an heiress to the Formula One racing empire. Here's her and her father. But I love this headline because it says billionaire Petra Ecclestein's put spending on lockdown because fiance loves cost cutting. And this kind of goes into your business, which is staffing properties and doing it lean and saving money on personal home staffs. And so much so that you've inspired your wife to do it.
Yes. So I've lived in the real world.
Yes.
So I've lived
you were a plumber.
Life, and I know the cost of things. I've run homes, things like that myself.
Right.
So what I noticed quite quickly after living in the manor is that costs at that level can spiral out of control very quickly.
Oh my God, yeah.
And most people probably don't realize what it takes to run a big house. And that was the main thing, that most people, they think, oh, you buy the big house and that's it, you enjoy it, etc. But they don't realize the other costs that come with it. And that's kind of what I want to educate people on, to say, look, we've been there too. We understand this life, what it takes to run this life. And I want to guide you so you don't lose your money, basically. A lot of athletes and things like that get taken advantage of.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine, and especially at that level. Panic Room Builders in our comment section says staffing properties is the best in the business. So
to be honest with you, they're brilliant. They're someone you should have on the show. They build some of the best panic rooms ever, and safes.
Yes, which is back now with a vengeance. It's not that Jodie Foster movie from the '90s. Panic rooms are back. But so take me through your thought process again. You're living in this house. You're inspired to start the staffing process because you see the magnitude. You see the pool. You're like, this is ridiculous. We're just here for a moment and we're spending millions of dollars on staff. Like, how much are you spending? Hundreds of thousands.
Well, most people don't understand. First in LA, you have property tax. There's one cost that you have straight away, and then run a home that size, like 60,000 square foot, 56,000, and it's also got 11,000 in the attic. So, which is the manor's attic is one of the most impressive things you've ever seen. It's actually still got, it's insane to mention it, but it was one of my favorite places to see. It's 11,000 square feet on its own. It still has Aaron Spelling's barbershop.
Oh, I was going to say, just to put it in perspective for our audience, this house is so large. It has a flower room, a gift wrapping room, a silver temperature controlled room for your silver, and a barbershop.
Well, that was old. That was when Candy Spelling had it, but Petra redesigned it. So a
Yes.
lot of it did go, but she did keep and I don't know, the new owners may have redone it and it might not be there anymore, but
We
there
don't know.
was a um, there was his barbershop when we were there in the attic, which I never used, to be honest with you, but
I was
it
gonna
was
say,
so
did you use
cool.
it?
No, I never used it. It was also there was one of the coolest things. The cinema, the movie theater is huge, obviously because Aaron Spelling built it. And
Right.
behind it, he had a cutting room, which it had the old shelving, which she never removed. I thought it was really cool that she done that, but it had
Where he
sort
cut
of,
maybe episodes of Beverly Hills
well, it
90210.
had on the labels. Beverly Hills 90210, Love Boat,
I love
Tori
it.
Spelling's home graduation, like graduation videos, and it didn't
Oh my
still have the
God.
videos that was still written on the actual on the case. So it was really cool.
Wow, wait, we got another one. The Sam Collins. As a Beverly Hills agent, I have worked with Staffing Properties and they provide a fantastic service. So you're living in this mansion, which Petra bought publicly for $85 million at 22 years old. My God. And then you're living here with her. It's a modern fairy tale. You go in, you're inspired to start this business, and you create Staffing Properties. And Staffing Properties, you say you can staff any property, big, small, large.
Well, we staffed the manor. So what was I noticed is you need a very strong house manager for something that size. Um, and we had other house managers, which, to be honest with you, were fantastic, but they weren't used to dealing with something that size. Something that size, talking about almost a hotel. So
Yeah.
it's got a lot of moving parts, and if you don't have the right person who doesn't know how to handle that size and staff load, then it can become a problem. And that's what I noticed. So we changed that. We got someone. We had a fantastic house manager there, to be honest with you, and he knew everything of cost saving, and he really taught me. And it was about like even when to do the washing, because your power bills are massive compared to a normal home. So
And people think, people think, oh, if you're rich, you throw money around. No, rich people are the cheapest people I know. They want to save money, and so you
yeah,
believe in fair
and to be
pricing.
honest with you, and that like it's hard to say because when people can hear this, they can think, well, you're trying to save rich people more money, oh, poor rich people. But that's not the case. It's if no one should be ripped off in this world, and it's about equality. Everyone should pay the fair price, the same price. For look, some things might be more expensive. You go to a better interior designer, they're going to be more expensive because they're probably going to bring a better product. That's completely fine. But when you get things come through the door of your roof needs fixing and it was 5,000 down the street, but now it's 300,000 because they've just seen the house, that's where there's a problem.
Amazing. Because when you reached out, you said we can do everything. We don't just do house managers or gardeners. We actually do anything that the client wants. And right now in LA, we're seeing a huge uptick in rentals this summer. In fact, we just launched with Williams and Williams a $350,000 rental.
I saw it. I actually messaged Rainey about it, about a
Yes.
potential client that I might have for it from this show.
And
So
she called me and said, Sam called from the show. Because
that house, I've got to say, she sent me the video, and that house looks to me one of the best houses I have ever seen.
it is, I've toured it twice, 4 hours each time. It's not
Wow.
enough. That house is beyond, but what that house needs is a staff. Because
Yeah.
once you rent it,
And someone that understands how to run it.
yeah,
It's okay just putting people in there, but you need to understand what it takes. So you need someone that's run a house of similar size so they know what to do. They need to have a Rolodex straight away of people that they can call. What we do, company as well, is let's say a house manager needs some help with something. It might be I can call another house manager and say, hey, who do you guys use for this, etc. Someone gave it to me the other day, a house manager I love. She gave me solar panels, the best guy for that. So we've used it in our own house. I would recommend it. It's about
wow.
who have I used? Who would we recommend?
At this level, and because you've got your ear to the ground, and like, when people buy a house, they don't want their agents to disappear, and they don't want the service to stop. In fact, you build the relationship by continuing the service and saying, hey, you need a solar guy? Let me call Sam. We've got the best solar guy. You need a maid? You need a yoga trainer? Look at all the stuff you do. We focus on procuring a team that eliminates redundancies, maximum efficiencies, everything from nannies, nurses, butlers, security personnel, dog walkers. And we're going to get into this when we play a little game that I made just for you, Sam, a little bit later. So I just love that this icon, the Manor, inspired your business. How are you doing right now in COVID? What are you seeing? Are you seeing people a lot? Because people aren't doing yachts this summer. They're not traveling. They're renting.
Well, that's really where, to be honest with you, we started the business in January. And I couldn't have started a business probably at a worse time. Yeah. So February it hits, and we've now got this on our hands with a brand new business. So we sat with the team and we just said, look, we either quit now or we go hard and we let people know we're here and we help as many people as we can for free. And because people are all struggling their own way, let's try and keep as many people in jobs as possible. And that's what we've done. We sent a brochure out, actually, this brochure here.
Yes, this brochure.
Yeah, that brochure, with a letter to say, look, we're here. We are neighbours. We've locked down our own house with staff. We're happy to pass on any advice that we've done ourselves to help you out. And what we've done is we've actually saved hundreds of jobs, which is fantastic.
Amazing.
We're not charging money, but I've managed to now, to be honest with you, for me, the COVID situation has been a godsend to my business because I've made more connections in the last 3 months than I probably have in the last 2 years.
How explain that to me? Because it did the same thing for my business, because people are so hungry for real connection and real talk. Like, I would have never met you if we didn't have COVID. No. And we were forced to do this show, and now I feel like I know you. So
my thought was, and actually one of your other guests, Daniel Daggers.
Yes.
I met recently. He's so good on social media.
Yes.
So I've forged a connection with him through Instagram. Actually, most of my connections have come through Instagram. Chris Boswell, who was on, we spoke through Instagram the other day.
All in the UK, top agents.
And it's fantastic. We've managed to. So what I did is I looked at and thought, right, let's raise our brand awareness. Let's get our name out there. Let's look what other people are doing. Who should I be doing business with? Who should I connect with? Let's have a chat. Let's see if we've got common ground that we can do business in the future. Let's forget about earning money for the next few months. Let's put that away. We're not going to like that. We have still done business, but that's not, it's hard to say a business to say we don't want to earn money, but let's not worry about that.
Well, isn't business about connections and personal connections, especially our business in real estate? That's what it's about. It's not about volume so much as it is about relationships.
And that's exactly it. I noticed what I've noticed ourselves, and this is where it came from, really. A lot of people, especially in LA, but it happens all over the world, they can look at a wealthy client and think, let's do one deal, hit them hard, and then we may never speak to them again.
Yeah.
Which, for me, seems insane, because someone of wealth will have, you could have a connection for a lifetime and then their children's lifetime. And if you service them right, you treat them right, they will come back to you. And that's
I love it.
my thought.
I love it, Sam. Let's go ahead. And well, before we head to your game, tell me, what does Petra think of your business? Was she like, oh my God, you're a genius? Or was she like, honey, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, to be honest with you, I trialed it on our own house. So what I'd done on our own house, I spent 3 months when we moved going through everything. And I brought our spending down by 50%. But the quality, I would say, up by over 100%. So she's very happy because we've got better quality now for less money, but not because we're penny pinching people or paying staff less. In some
No,
cases, we're
yeah,
paying
you're
staff
working
more.
smarter. She's like,
And that's it.
this guy's a genius. And so are you guys married, or is she your fiance?
No, she's my fiance. We hope to get married one day, but we're sort of not too concerned at the moment. We've got 4 kids at the moment, and
Yeah,
everything's
you're
great.
like,
So.
we got married at the manor when we met. Poopy Davenport said it was a little blurry. I hope we're okay now as we head into our game. Sam, I made this just for you.
Oh God!
Because you have a modern day fairy tale. Our game today is called Samarella Staffs and Saves. So I'm going to present you with a client, and I want you to tell me which of these services you can actually staff and save for them, and which are out of your wheelhouse. We've got some curveballs in here. We've got some real deals. These are all real clients that I've had to deal with, by the way. This is based on a true story, this fairy tale, okay? So Samarella, this is a family of 4. They want to live in Malibu. They need a nanny. They need a trainer. They have exotic animals, such as a snake and a bird.
Right.
They want car rentals, fancy car rentals. And one of their children needs piano lessons.
Okay.
Can staffing properties check out which of these can staffing properties do and which can they not do? Keep in mind, you also need to get the piano.
I think looking at all of them, I could say we could do the if they needed a home in Malibu, we could help source that through some of the great agents.
Check.
The trainer we can definitely do. I can give them multiple trainers at different prices.
I have a yoga trainer for you, just when you're
perfect.
ready.
That's good.
Okay.
Anyone that is a trainer or anything, please connect with me because that's one part of our business is I don't charge on them things. So
what do you mean
if you
on
need
them things?
So if you need a trainer, I just give you a good trainer, but I don't charge you. You just get the benefit of my black book. So that's what I want to do. I want other people to earn money. I've become a socialist all of a sudden, but it's I want people to work together to service the client to the best of their ability. I'll earn my money on staff, but I don't want to earn on the real estate. I don't want to earn on the trainer and things like that because that's not what I do. So I will put you in contact with the best person and they will service you.
Oh, you have to check out Ari's Army. She's amazing in LA. I'll hook you up. What about the exotic animals? Can you help with that? Like, I'm sure you get crazy.
I think we could actually because we've got some pets ourselves, and we've had housekeepers and things like that, and nannies actually work with that. But I could also speak to the guy, one of the guys who owns the Lion Sanctuary, Eddie Blackjack,
Joe
White
Exotic.
Tiger. That he's a modern day Joe Exotic. Maybe we could ask him for a referral. So
wait a minute, what
we can't do?
What pets do you and Petra have? Are these
We've got dogs. Animals? There was lizards. There was spiders, which we both hate, but the boys love them.
What?
So there's little things like that. But yeah, I'm sure we could get exotic animals.
Okay, it sounds like you've got this family in check. Should we move on? You got the car?
Yeah,
rentals?
the car rentals definitely. I would say Platinum Motorsport, fantastic. Really love Sam there. Does services us great. Drops the car to the house. Fantastic.
So wait, I'm confused. How do you make your money? On the referral to the person, or
no? So where I earn my money is the staff. The extra little bits you get along the way.
Wow. Okay.
But by giving, they will believe in me, and they know I'm not trying to rip them off. That's the whole point of the business.
I'm sold, Sam. Samarella Staffs and Saves next house. They're newly single. This is a guy. This is this real person. He's newly single. He wants friends at his house, lots of people. He just got to the city. He wants to look like he's got it. He also wants a celebrity guest to show up to his party that you're going to throw. He needs bartenders, a fire dancer. He also wants a personal trainer after the party to detox. And he would like a monkey for the party. Which of these can staffing properties not do?
Well, I would say the fire dancers, I've never had that one, but I could speak to a lot of my PR friends and I'm pretty sure they could find
Yeah,
that.
that's an easy
Um,
one.
the celebrity guest, I've got a few friends that maybe if the party was good enough, they'd come along. Um, the once friends part, that bit, maybe we could get him a membership at San Vicente Bungalows or
I
somewhere
love
like
that.
that. Um,
Yes, smart.
or another good one, which actually really helped me. So I had a tennis trainer that used to come over to the manor, and he would bring another guy local to the neighborhood, and come and we'd play together. So I met loads of great people who were neighbors just through that.
Oh, wow. Tennis, always. Tennis and golf.
Yeah, and look, golf, things like that. So I think, look, we
Tennis
could
and
get
golf.
them in for a membership at the Riviera or something like that if they wanted, and that's where you'll find your friends.
Someone asked in the comments section, would you recommend a golf pro? Sounds like you've got that too. What about
Golf
the
Pro,
monkey?
I haven't got at the moment, but
The monkey.
I am just about to get into golf myself, so I
Okay.
will have one very soon.
And the monkey?
The monkey, I don't know if it's legal in California because, to be honest with you, me and Petra really wanted a monkey and thought we could get one in Vegas, but they stopped selling them. So
They did.
yeah.
And even in LA, they stopped. You can't even rent exotic animals anymore.
No,
I had
no,
a
we're
party.
definitely not getting a monkey before I get any animal rights.
Sorry, you guys,
No.
that's not staffing properties, okay? Moving on.
No.
That's not going to work. Last one, it's a celebrity couple, and you work at this level. They're moving to LA. They want 24-hour security. They also want that security FBI trained, okay?
Yeah,
They need some bulletproof cars from your friends over at Platinum Motors.
yeah.
Celebrity stylist, a house manager. You've got the yoga instructor with Ari's Army, and a tiger. No tiger.
Well, the tiger, we could speak to Eddie at Black Jaguar White Tiger and see how they can do that. I probably wouldn't advise on it, but that I would put them in contact with Eddie how to do that safe. But the security, we've been through many security firms, and we're with a fantastic company who I would recommend to everyone. I don't do security myself because I think it's so particular and you really need an actual security company to do it. So I would recommend who I use, and they would look after them.
And have
The
you ever
bulletproof
had?
cars, the Panic Room builders who were on here as well, they actually can get bulletproof cars, and I'm sure Sam at Platinum as well.
The ultimate connector over here. I love it, Sam. That is amazing. I thought I was throwing you some curveballs, but Samarella staffs and saves the day. That's amazing. So,
Thank you.
how are you doing in London right now with the kids and everything? You're gonna hold up, and I feel like in LA we're gonna lift a lot of. We're in phase 3. It was announced today, so we're all getting back to work. We're still doing sessions. Showings. And
Yeah.
you can see in our comment section, people are ready to go out again. Last night we did this virtual open house that was a sensory experience because we had to, but I feel like in June it's going to open up again.
I'm hoping so. We're probably going to, when we get back to LA, which hopefully is in about a month's time, we will be able to, we're going to still lock down. We're in a position where we're going to still probably lock down just to see how things are. And we've got a lot of clients still the same. So we've got our staff, even in London at the moment, are quarantining with us. And we're still giving that advice to clients that this is how it can be done. But I've noticed a shift in the last couple of days. We've taken some jobs on from very high profile clients who are now bringing in people. And I think a lot of people are starting to see what they didn't have before. Say, oh my God, I didn't have the chef, I didn't have the housekeeper, I didn't have the houseman I need now, which is good. So I think our industry is going to be really busy.
And what's it like to go from this to where you're living in London? Have you guys assimilated well? Are you okay?
Look,
do you miss it?
A house is a house. A house doesn't make you happy. It's the memories that happen inside. I can definitely say that after seeing it in every spectrum. I can say a house is literally a place. I always say, and I said it to David Barnes the other day, you can only sit on one part of a sofa and watch one TV. That's probably how I keep myself sane.
I love that. A house is a house, but the memories that you made in this house, meeting the love of your life, being inspired to start your company, Staffing Properties, that is a wonderful story, Sam. We've been talking for over half an hour. I want to thank you for joining us today and sharing your incredible story.
And thank you so much for having me on, and I really appreciate it, and I love the show.
We love that you love the show and you're watching it and you're generating business and calling people. Please staff all of our properties with Staffing Properties.
I hope so. And any agents that are looking for anything, please hit me up, and we can try and do something together.
We love how grounded you are. Give Petra and the kids and the young baby girl a kiss from us. And when this is all over, we will see you in LA.
That's it. And I'd love to meet up.
All right. Bye, Sam.
See you later. Bye.
There he is, Sam Palmer with Staffing Properties. Loved him so much. You can check out more online. Go ahead and Google his name, and we'll have to have him back because that was incredible. If you need staffing, he can do it all, and that is definitely a service these luxury homes need. I'm Alexander Ali of the Society Group. Thanks for keeping it real talk and watching us. We'll see you again tomorrow at 11:11. Bye-bye.